my god, goodness. Alright, seems like only yesterday we were learning about ADD. What? Squirrel? Oh no, hello Zero. Fond memories. We worked so hard back then. Oh my gosh, for each two things in the inbox. Multiply them. What? I'm sorry, what? Multiply them and outbox the result. Don't worry about negative numbers for now. You've got labels. They help you remember the purpose of each tile on the floor. Just tap on the... Oh my. How do we multiply? Label maker. Oh great. Copy 2 for what? Is that like Little John? Copy 2 for what? Turn down for... Oh god. Oh my goodness. What does that even mean? Just stick a label on it and you'll never need to use numbers again. Oh my goodness. Well, there you go. Your inbox is 2206. We need to have 4 and then 0. So, 2 and 2. So, oh my goodness. Well, our inbox is a little bit higher than that. So each two things in the inbox, multiply them. So 1 times 2 is 3, and then outbox the result. So we need to have 1 times 2 is 3. So 2 and 2 is 4, and then 0 times 6 is 0. Yeah. How do you multiply, though? When all we have is add and subtract. 100... Oh my goodness. This is going to be a while. So 1, 2, 3... Oh, Jesus Christ. So I guess what they're trying to tell us to do is that copy to and copy from are our multiplication steps. And that we label these numbers on the floor as our actual commands. So let's just say that we want to put a number here and then multiply it by another number. We use the copy to as a, that's going to be multiplication by. So perhaps we have to do multiplication by yeah, interesting. And then we use the 0 to say yeah, that's gonna go into 0. So let's say like 9 and 3, we say okay, 9, we put 9 there, we put 3 there, and then we have 9 times 3 is 27. So we have to then... I see how they want us to do that. So we're going to have to take it back. I see. Times the number that's... Oh, Jesus. Alright, so... Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so get rid of that. Second time I've done this now. Trying to actually... I forgot you have to scribble in the label. I tried pushing the F key and it shuts the damn thing down. So we want to get rid of this one and add one here. I so want to write something else. Alright, how about that? So if we take here, copy 2, copy 2, that's the number we're going to copy it to. But if there's nothing on the inbox, how the hell is that going to work? We need to have some kind of a loop involved there. Okay, so inbox, copy to there, and then we go to the inbox, and then we copy it. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Because we have to, yeah. So, let me think about old school math for a second. Just, yeah. Okay, how about that? I know that seems so weird to understand, but yeah. All right. Now, so how we get? So we want to take the first number off of there, put it on there, and then take the second number off, put it on there, and then take the first number that many times. What? No. Yeah. Yeah. And then. We just do that in the third spot. And then, so we take the first one to the first one, go to the inbox, take it to the second spot, and then copy that to the third spot, and then we subtract it from the first, or do this bump minus X. And that's part of one of our operations. We... Okay, considering the fact that I have been working on this since February, it is now July, I think we may have figured it out. A little help from the internet on how these things sort of work, and we got this going. So let's do it, shall we? So our inbox is 440. So our objective is to take each set of two numbers in the inbox, multiply them together, and put that in the outbox. And let's show how this is going to work, shall we? So we're going to take, starting at the beginning, we're going to copy from 0, so we have 0 in our hands. Take that and put it in Z. Then we're going to go to the inbox, copy that to X, go to the inbox, grab the number there, put it in Y, and then we're going to jump if we have 0 in our hands, copy from Z, add it to X, which gives us 1, then copy that to Z, bump down Y 1, jump of 0, copy to that to, from Z, add that to X, copy to Z with that item, bump down Y to 1, jump up here, copy that from Z, which is 2, and then add it to X, which makes 3. So our original idea was to add multiply 1 and 3 together. That equals 3, and then that goes in the outbox. We'll put that in 3. Do all these steps, and then take the 3, put it into the outbox, and there you have it. And then all we have to do is keep going through. So we start over again. Now we're going to grab a 7. 7 in X, 1 in Y. Go through all of our steps. Again, we're going to have an answer of 7. There you have it. Copy from 0. Just reset the table. Now we have 3 times 0. So there we go. Now we have a 0 in our hand, so we jump if it's 0. Then we copy that to Z. Then we take the 0 to the outbox. That's the operation for here for jumping if 0. It takes us to the outbox because we want to have a 0 in our hands based on our operation that we're trying to accomplish. Then you'll see the exact same thing here for number 9. 0 plus 9, or 0 times 9 will be 0. So we're taking 0 in X, 0 or 9 into Y. Jump. Are we handling 0? No, we're not handling 0. We're going to copy that to Z. We're going to grab X and put it in our hands. We're going to go to Y, bump down 1, jump back up to here. If we reach 0, no, we're cool. We'll go back to 0. Now we're going to get into here. Going through again. Oh, we're going to take this all the way down to 0. We're going to just keep going. You can see here, down to 2, down to 1, and down to 0. Then that goes to the outbox because we are holding a 0. It got to go to the outbox. And we reset the board. All right. Last one. 3 times 7, 21. Correct? So we had 3 with the do, but it be. We bump that down 1. Take it back. It's not 0. We copy that to Z. We grab the 6 from there. Copy that to Z. I'm sorry. Copy that to Z. We bump Y down 1. That's 5. Copy from Z in our hands. So 6 plus 3 is 9. 4. We copy. We get rid of the 9. It's in Z. We just had it in our hands. We take that. Add that together. That's 12. Put that in Z. Bump that down 1. Now we add it to X again. It's 15. 2. Boom. 15. 18. We're going to just keep taking it down. Boom. 21. Grab 0 or grab the X and we put it in there. Now we got nothing left going on. And there we go. Multiplication workshop finished. Our size challenge was 15 or lower commands. We had 16. Our speed challenge, 109 steps. We had 164 steps. Hey, we solved it. Like I said, we'll come back always and redo the optimization challenges or the speed and the size challenges later if we have to. But for now, that gets us through year 20. Oh, we finally opened that up. Yay! God, where to go next? Okay, as we've said before, you don't have to do all of the optimization challenges in the same span of time. You can go back and do them again. You can go back and do the size challenge, go back and do the speed challenge. It can count both ways. Sometimes you can do only one or the other. You can't do both in these higher levels. So we're going to go and we're going to skip over the size challenge because that one we did 16 instead of 15. But we're going to focus on the speed challenge now and having the least amount of steps. I think it's 108 steps. We got to do it in 108 or less steps. So we have this little nifty thing. This is huge monstrosity, which basically just copies. It's sort of like a crisscross pattern here. But I'll show you the first one and then we'll continue. You can see what I'm talking about. So we're going to start off here. We're going to jump all the way down here to this middle thing called F, and that's where our actual start is going to be. But then we go to the inbox, we grab the 9, take it, and we put it here, just anywhere on the floor, and we put 1 there. Same idea as putting in 0 and the whole 0 thing. Now we're going to go grab the 3. It's not a 0, so we're going to put it next to everything, and then bump it down 1. Then take that 2, copy from the force bit, that's in our hands. Take that and add that to the original number, and that gives us the first number. Bump that down, take that over here. Then we go grab 18 from there. It's 27. And there you have. So now we can copy that from that number and take it to the outbox. Now we continue on and go through again. As you see here, 3 times 2 will be 6. So we take the 3, copy that to there, get that out of the way, grab the number 2, take it over here, copy to that space, bump it down 1, take that in our hands. Put that back in our hands, go over here, add those 2 together. 3 times 2 is 6. Let's drop that there, bump that down 1, take that to 0. Then we go to the X, or we go to the outbox, or the last square, which was Z in our last lesson, and we take that and put it in the outbox, and there you go. So let's just speed it along here and see, watch it in action. A lot of stuff going on here. And there you go. Now, we did not get the size challenge, which is 15 or fewer commands. We had 23. Our best was 16. But the speed challenge of 109 steps, we did it in 108 steps. So there you go. That's the speed challenge for year 20 multiplication workshop. Now, in order for us to do the size challenge, in order to get our solution down to 15 steps or less, or 15 actions or less, we have to employ a different idea. And this is to do a loop around from everything that we're doing. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to copy, we're going to jump from here to copy from 0. We want 0 in our hands and put that into Z. And we're going to go to the inbox, grab the 8, and this 2 times 8 will be 16. We'll drop the 2, or drop the 8, grab the 2, put it in the Y. It's not a 0, so we'll take that and copy it to Z, or copy from Z, and we'll add that to X, making that an 8. Copy that to Z, and that'll be an 8 there. We take that down 1 as we did before in other solutions, and then we jump back up here. If it's 0, if it's not 0, copy from Z. We have that in our hands. We add that together. That makes the 16, and that needs to be put there. Bump that down so we can grab that, and then we will, of course, grab it from Z again and place it in the out box. This condenses the entire operation into the smaller area with this loop, with a subroutine here from these copies Z to X and these, you know, add X, all that stuff. So there you can see that. That should get us done in about 15 steps, and we'll let it go and show you how. Now, the problem with this one is there's going to be a lot more operations happening because of the higher numbers. So we're going to miss the step challenge big time. But we are going to come underneath the 15 steps. So there you have it, multiplication workshop. Size challenge, we did it in 15 commands. Boom! But our speed challenge, we dropped that to 164 steps. However, we'd already got the speed challenge from the previous section. So there you go. Now, both lights are going to be green. Yay! And there you have it, folks. Math is hard. Get a calculator.